saw you in Atlanta.
I know. Thank you.
Please welcome to the interview area, 15-year-old Asterisk Talley, even par 70. Asterisk, just walk us through your round a bit and how you're feeling right now.
You know, I feel like I could have done a lot better today, but I'm not mad at my round at all. You know, coming into the round, I was hearing everybody, you know, even par is a good round today. And I felt like, you know, I wish I could have been a couple under par, you know, with that triple. I could have played a lot better, but I'm happy with where I stand, and I feel like that gives me confidence going into tomorrow, so.
You're the most recent USGA champion in the field with your 4-ball win. Did that give you any sort of confidence coming into this week?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like any USGA will prepare you for any tournament you have coming up. You know, they always say the courses are similar. They're always tough. You know, there's nothing too different about them except for like just the course in general. You know how it plays. But I feel like the rough and stuff, you just have to stay like in the fairway and in the greens. And if you do that, you'll be fine.
I know you got here on Tuesday. What were your first impressions of the course?
It was hard. Yeah, for sure. When I was on the first hole, I was just like, these greens are stupid. Like, it's just so hard. You know, the pins they had on the practice rounds, I was like, if they put the pins here, I'm going to start crying. And, you know, I was on the verge on a couple of holes with the way I was playing. But, you know, I'm not mad with where the pins were today, the way I played the course. So I feel like I'm happy with how I did.
Beth Ann?
Great round.
Thank you.
Your coach has described you as fearless in the past. Where does that come from?
I feel like sometimes that's good and bad on the golf course for me because, you know, I feel like I'm always calm on the golf course. You know, I don't really get nervous. But at the same time, you know, my course management is kind of fearless in a way because, you know, I always go for everything, or I used to go for everything, and I feel like that's where it comes from. And sometimes it's not good when you're fearless going for a pin and you hit it in the water. So I feel like that's kind of where it comes from, but sometimes it's good when like you're not nervous and you just keep your composure throughout the round.
Who did you watch at Pebble Beach last year?
I watched Nelly for sure, and then I think I watched some of Lexi and definitely some of the amateurs to see how they were doing. You know, I wanted to be in their shoes, so I was just seeing how they did and how I could improve on my own game.
And who's caddying for you?
A local caddy that we hired, he's actually really good. So when you say local caddy, people usually are like, oh, well, that's okay, I guess. But he's really good. He knows the course really well. He's helped me a lot.
Is he a good player?
I haven't asked, but I know he's been caddying here for a long time, and he really knows the course well, so I think he's helped me a lot.
Awesome. Gabo?
Asterisk, again, great round. Now that the scores are in for the first round, does your strategy change at all? Like, knowing that you don't have to go that low and, you know, the expectations, do you change your strategy or you just continue with the game plan that you had before?
I think my game plan's going to stay the same because, you know, I wanted to go low today and it didn't really work out that well. I mean, I feel like if I would have just stayed with bogeys today, it would have been better. But I feel like the game plan is the same for tomorrow, knowing that I can go low tomorrow, and I feel like it's just going to stay the same. I'm going to do the same things.
Good luck.
Thank
Nicole.
you.
Hi, Asterisk. At one point, you were tied for the lead. Did you realize that at the time?
Yeah, I did. I look at the leaderboard all the time. I feel like some people get scared to look at it, but I don't really do that. It's just like I want to see like where I'm at, and then if I need to start playing better golf, get my head in the game, or if I'm doing well, I still want to like charge for the lead, get ahead. But you know, it didn't really work out that way. But you know, I'm still happy with the way I played today.
Beth Ann?
You mentioned that you knew that even par would be a good round. Did you watch some of the early morning coverage this morning, and did you know about Nelly's 10?
So actually, funny story. Like I watched her 10 and 11, which was like early in the morning, I guess. And then I went to go get ready for like my round. And then I got in the car, and when Nelly was off 11, she was 1 over, I think. And when I got in the car, I was like, oh, did Nelly get back to like even par? Like what happened? And then he was like, oh, I think she's like 8 over. And I was like, I don't really know how to respond. And then, you know, like under her scorecard, it had like the dashes, and then you could like watch the hole when she got the 10, and then I watched it and I was like, kind of got me scared for that hole. But you know, I tried to not let it get to me, but I was just like, that's not really like Nelly. You know, people don't really think about people making mistakes like that, but it does happen to everybody. People make mistakes like that all the time, so I feel like, yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on what happened.
Anything else? Great round today, Asterisk. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.